Hi everyone! Today we are going to be talking about the importance of team building to any kind of youth employment program. A lot of people comment to me that we play an awful lot of games as a group. So we spend a lot of time playing games and doing activities, and it doesn't really look like we're working. And I wanted to talk a little bit about why we do those games and activities. Because I think that that's actually some of the most important work that we do. When our teens all come together on the very first day of the summer, they're all strangers, they don't know each other. And our job is not only to grow a ton of food, but to also take that group of strangers and make it into a supportive community that can trust each other. When a community of people working together trust each other, we get a lot more work done. So for us, there's a really big payoff by the end of the summer in terms of the work that we can get done together. It also makes for a much happier and healthier crew that is more likely to stay in touch with each other and maintain their relationships. Team building plays a really important role in building those bonds and building that trust. When you play games together as a group, you learn who in your group is able to follow rules and guidelines and who you can trust. And it gives us an opportunity, a safe space outside of our actual work duties to point out negative or unhealthy habits or team behaviors, and it gives us an opportunity to try to correct them in a way that's not threatening to them. We've been playing a lot of very fun games so far this season. Now we're going to start launching into more physically challenging games that require a little bit more trust. And so this is our introduction to something called spotter language and to more difficult games where we have to trust one another with our physical safety. So, what we need to do, make sure you decide who would like to fall. Who would like to be the sportive? Eric is ready. Good morning, welcome to Dig It Saturday morning, and we're going to be doing part 2 of our team building series today. We are going to be doing lifts. Lifts are a physically risky activity, so it's really important that everybody's communicating, listening to each other when we do this. It's also important that everybody feels safe, and that we use spotter language. So are we ready to get started?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So, does anyone want to explain how many people do we need to lift one person up? 8. We need 8 people to lift up one person to make sure that that person is always secure. And we need 3 people on one side, 3 people on the other side, 1 person at the head, 1 person at the feet. Okay? And then we have our volunteer who's getting lifted up today. Thanks, Olu. The most important thing that we want to make sure of is that we prep for the lift before we actually lift her up. So we want to have our arms across the back of her body before she even starts to tilt over. All right? So if you want to scoot forward just a little bit. The other thing is that you want to make sure that your arms aren't right next to each other, that your arms are staggered in between other people's arms. It makes us stronger as a group that way. Okay, so are we ready to get in position? Okay. Okay. Once you're in position for a lift, then the next step is to use spotter language. Right.
Olu and I accept this challenge. Do you support me?
Yes, we support you.
Spotters ready?
Ready to spot. All the way.
All the way. Awesome. So you can, once you have somebody up in the air, you can lift them up higher. So it could be 3, 2, 1.
Hi,
Good
girl.
luck.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
3, 2, 1. We can do that down. You can spin them around. Genesis is one lead away. Lift in. And we can stop. We can go back the other way. How do you feel, Olu?
Lifted.
You ready to go back down? When they're ready, you can just very gently tilt them back down to the ground. And they can stand right up. That's it.